Francois Taddei es el director del CRI, del Centro de Investigación Interdisciplinar en Francia, en París, y él es uno de los personajes más representativos en el campo de la educación porque propone la interacción, la interdisciplinariedad y también una buena relación entre docentes, estudiantes e investigadores. Vamos a hablar con él respecto a qué piensa de la educación de hoy, cómo debería ser la educación, también sobre qué piensa de Utadeo Lab y esta conversación entre las artes y las ciencias.
So education at the present moment is at a turning point. It used to be very classical, very like we knew it when we were kids, very vertical, where the teachers knows everything. But in today's world, the children have access to knowledge much beyond the professor, because they have access to digital technology and they go to the internet and so on. And so they are looking for new ways of learning. And we need these new ways of learning because the knowledge, the rote memorization is something that machines do very well. You know, the children will never memorize better than the machine. But they can do things that the machines cannot do, like being creative, being cooperative, having empathy, being able to solve real-world problems. So the new education system should be centered on the learners and their motivation, and it should feed their ideas, and it should help them to develop their own projects and develop meta skills like creativity, cooperation, ability to communicate, and ability to critically to be critical, but in a constructive way. I was very impressed by the Utadeo Lab. I think it's one of the most amazing places I've seen within universities anywhere in the world, certainly in Latin America. And I think it's a very creative space. Clearly you can see the freedom of the students, the energy they have, the quality of their project, and the motivation of everybody, you know, from the top of the university to the professors to the students. You know, art and science, historically speaking, you know, people like Leonardo da Vinci were both an artist and a scientist. And for reasons of later they were subdivided and separated, and it's very bad because we need the creativity part of the science, of the artist, and we need the rigorous part of the science to be put together to be able to create things that are both new and very useful. Look at this elephant. If you watch it under only one direction, you're going to understand only one part of it. And if you see only this, then you say, well, maybe it's, you know, some rope. And if you see this, then you say, well, maybe it's some sort of a sword. And if you see this, you say, oh, it's only, you know, like some sort of tissue or something like this, or curtain maybe. But only if you see the elephant under different angles, under different disciplines, are you going to really understand what this is about. Okay? And so the real world is always very complex, and you need the look of different disciplines to create a better understanding.